Okay, Vera, and whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and begin.
Imagine this scenario. You're camping with your friends, and you go to fish for dinner. But when you get back, your friends are gone. You check your phone, it's dead. Your friends took the only car. You're alone. How will you survive? Well, you remember your second-hour speech class junior or senior year, and this amazing demonstrative speech, how to build a fire. You will know how to obtain the materials. You know how to ignite the fire and extinguish it. Fire is essential to surviving. It's a way to clean water, cook food, and to stay warm. Let's get our shine on. All right. So, the first thing you need to do when building a fire is get a rock ring. Presented here. I used bricks because it's what I had. So, bricks are our rocks today. The reason why you want to build the rock ring is because you don't want wind or water to get into the fire, and you do not want people to knock it over or animals to knock it over, and it keeps it condensed so you don't burn down the entire forest. Once you got your rock ring, now you got to go find your tinder. Now, one thing that you should always have in a survival situation is a survival backpack. It should have all these survival equipment and like lighters, a flint and steel, some paper or tissue, and that should keep you set for your fire building. Now that you have your paper and your lighters and your flint and steel, you need your tinder. Tinder, not the app on your phone, is the essential starting of your fire. It's these little dried pieces of grass or leaves or little sticks. Tinder is essential. It needs to be dried. It cannot be green. Remember when we read Lord of the Flies and they wanted to start a fire so they could send smoke signals? You're not sending smoke signals, you're surviving. Thanks, Ralph. From there, you can now start your fire. So, today I will be using the flint and steel. So you want to get down in a crouched position. You gotta lean into it. There's a string attached, move that because that's going to catch fire. Then you're going to take the little sharp end and strike it till you get a spark. Maybe. And if it isn't sparking for you, come on, man. If it isn't sparking like you want it to, you always have your backup lighter. And blowing on it gently will hopefully ignite the tinder. But if it doesn't, just go ahead and light that tinder too. Alright. From there, you want to add some medium sticks like these. They're tiny twigs, and you kind of just want to pile them on there. There's not a specific way you need to put them on there. Just don't smother your fire, or there won't be a fire. So you're just tending to this fire. You're putting on these small sticks.
Vera, I need to interject. Please move the lighter away from the fire. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, that's a safety precaution.
Thank you.
But now that it's burning and it's ready to go, and after you added your smaller sticks, you add your medium sticks. And you just keep tending to that fire. So it just gets nice and toasty and you can cook whatever. Once that's burned for a little while, you can just hang out, get your food ready or get your pot so you can boil some water so it's sanitized. Then you can add your larger sticks. Large sticks. If you guys would like to move so you wouldn't be in the smoke, that's completely fine. Oh, no. Wow, that's a smoky boy. All right. So now that your fire is lit, and you're tending to it kindly, and everything's catching fire, you know, you're getting the smoke, your food is cooking, you can either leave it burning or extinguish it. Because only you can prevent forest fires by Smokey the Bear. So it's burning, and you're like, oh, I see a helicopter. I'm here to be rescued. The helicopter comes down. Choppa, 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 choppa. What are you going to do? Well, you're going to extinguish the fire. You can either kick a rock into the fire, which I'm not going to do because these are bricks, or you have a pot of water, full of water, and you just kind of pour it over, like so. Making sure it's nice and extinguished. It's going to still smoke. But now that the fire is out, you can disassemble your bricks. Do not touch your rocks or your bricks or whatever you're using, because you will burn yourself. The fire heats the rocks in a way that you can put a piece of meat on there and it'll cook the meat. Or you can take the rocks and put them at the very, very bottom of a sleeping bag to keep your feet warm at night. Now, if you go to your handout that I have provided you, it shows you different ways to light a fire, like rubbing a battery over some steel wool, using a magnifying glass. Right now, a magnifying glass wouldn't work because we are in the shade, and you need sunlight for that. Or using a gum wrapper and a battery. I found that way really, really cool because, I don't know, it's just two things that you wouldn't think would start a fire, starting a fire. Now you are safe, and if you're ever in another survival situation, you know what to do. Don't be afraid. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.